Hello everyone, happy Christmas, happy New Year if you're watching this in the new year. As you might have heard, we're trying to migrate the KB Plus servers from one provider to another, and this presents us with a bit of a challenge, which is that in order to protect your identity, the UK Federation makes sure that your user ID, the user ID that one service sees, isn't the same as the user ID that another service sees. And normally this is a really good thing, because it means if one system is compromised, the other one isn't. The only time it's a slight problem is where you're trying to do what we're doing now, which is to move a system from one provider to another, because we'd really like your user IDs to move with us. The Federation makes you really secure, but unfortunately that gives us a bit of a hurdle. What we need to do then is we need to make sure that we understand what your old user ID was and what your new user ID in the new KB Plus system or on the new host will be as well. And unfortunately we can't work out that until you actually log into the new system. So in order to do that, we've set up a little service where you will log on to the existing KB Plus service, click a button, and it'll take you through to the new service, and we can log your identity at both, which means that when we introduce the new server, we'll know what the new ID is. In order to do this then, you'll have to go to HTTP, it's not HTTPS, so http://dev.kbplus.act.uk, and there we are. That's me already got that page up. Click on login. Remember, it's the dev, it's not the live service, because we've obviously added this extra feature. You'll go through your service provider login, which obviously won't be the same as the Hallam one that you've just seen. Okay, and here you can see the KB Plus dev system, which is a copy of live. You'll notice it's slightly different because in dev we now have the JISC banner there at the top. The new option is under institutions, and you scroll down to claim username. Click on that link. What's happened is I've been forwarded to the new KB Plus service provider here, and as I said, the Federation wants to generate a new username, so it's asking me to log on, but it's asking me to log on to the new service, not the existing one. So I go through exactly the same procedure, and because the identity provider had already got my details, I didn't need to put my password in, so I've now authenticated with the new KB Plus system. And you can see from the URL this is sp.kbplus.act.uk, and I get a little message up saying claim identity notify, a thank you message, and then just some debugging, which tells you basically what your old and your new identities were. You don't need to do anything with those unless this process goes wrong, in which case you can email support. So there's a document here which just explains this in a little bit more detail. If you have problems, you can email support@kint.com, and hopefully we'll build up a database of all the old user IDs and the new user IDs, and then on the 16th we'll be able to flick a switch, we'll be on the new hosting provider, and everything will continue working as it did before. If you could encourage your colleagues to do this as soon as possible, because we're going to be doing some dry runs in early January, and the more user accounts we can have migrated as a part of that dry run process, obviously the better. So if you happen to have migrated your account, you might well be asked to log on to the new system just to sanity check it. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your holidays.